Hi, I'm Isabel Hardesty. I'm the current Executive Director, soon to be former Executive Director. I started with ShoreRivers 14 years ago. I actually started with one of our legacy organizations called the ShoreRivers Association, and I was hired right out of graduate school. I grew up in Maryland. I grew up on the Western Shore, but my dad grew up in Easton, and my grandfather was born in Oxford, so we have lots of stories of his childhood on the Eastern Shore, and my dad would always bring us back to the Eastern Shore. We would go sailing on the weekends, rent a sailboat out of Annapolis and go for a 3-day sail up into the Eastern Shore rivers. And so I knew I wanted to continue working in Maryland and loved the rivers, loved the Eastern Shore, and got a job offer with the ShoreRivers Association right out of graduate school, and was really happy to move over here. At that point, 14 years ago, the ShoreRivers Association, the Sassafras River Association, and the Midshore Riverkeeper Conservancy, which was based in Easton. The three of our organizations were all riverkeeper organizations. We were all kind of small and scrappy, and we had that riverkeeper mentality of we are the voice and the eyes and the ears for our waterways. And we also really wanted to work with our communities and loved living and working here on the Eastern Shore and being really embedded in our communities. And so the three different organizations felt very like family. Like when I first started at ShoreRivers Association, I think there were only 4 or 5 staff. And you spend all day with each other, and you're out in the water, and you're out in the river and in the fields, and you're doing water quality testing and going to farmers' breakfasts and meeting with neighborhoods associations and just out in the community. And it was a really fun time in this organization's history. I've been executive director for 5 years, and I started my tenure in COVID. So COVID hit 2020. I officially became executive director in 2021, and we were in this time of unrest and what is happening with our world and our lives. And there was a real focus towards access to the outdoors, both for our physical health, our mental and emotional health after being cooped up for a year. So this idea of giving people more access to the outdoors for that really genuine, authentic connection really felt like a moment that we could grab as an organization and build on. And I felt that under my tenure, we've done that really well. So we've really kind of shifted the organization to be still about water quality and the health of our rivers, but we've roped in people so much more concretely, because the whole point is so that we can go out and enjoy these rivers, so that they can be here for our, the fishing and the beauty and just this lifestyle that we have here on the Eastern Shore. And so I just love that we've really roped in people and that engagement, and that is reflected in, we did a strategic plan a year and a half ago, and we completely revamped our vision and mission to really rope in people alongside that healthy rivers and that vibrant water quality. I think ShoreRivers as a nonprofit is so important to have here on the Eastern Shore, and any of our local water quality protection, these river protection groups that are local, the eyes and ears on the ground for our water quality. They're so important because people live near their rivers for a reason. Our rivers are economic drivers, they're culture builders, they're the nexus of our towns and our communities, but people have really busy lives. And so oftentimes, even though people recreate on these rivers, they enjoy them, they love them, they think they're beautiful, they might not know what they're doing that could be impacting the waterways, or they might not know what we as our communities could be doing better, or could change our behavior, or a new law, or something that we could do that would make these waterways healthier and more vibrant, both for the ecosystem and for our own use. And so, a nonprofit like ShoreRivers is that entity in the community that knows what to do. We know what the answer is. And so we can act on behalf of all of the people in this area who love these waterways. As we prepare for a transition in leadership at ShoreRivers, which I'm really excited about, with our new executive director, I'm really looking forward to seeing a kind of a next phase of growth for the organization. I feel like I was able to bring our organization into kind of the next phase of growth after we first merged. And I was able to put processes in place and restructure the organization and all the internal policies and procedures that an impactful organization needs in place in order to run well. And I feel like I've brought us to a point, and I think the next executive director has a great opportunity to then launch our next phase of growth, which I'm really excited to see. Even though I'm leaving ShoreRivers at the end of the year as executive director, I am fully planning on staying on board and helping our mission because I really believe in these rivers and this place. I'm still going to be living in Centerville with my family. This is still our home forever. I'm really looking forward to continue to volunteer. My family has been donating every year since I've worked at ShoreRivers, and right after this, I'm going to sign up to be a monthly recurring member.